Live from the Grand Crowne Resort in Branson, Missouri, I'm Kent Emmons, and this is Chatting with the Stars. Hey, joining me on the show today, one of my all-time favorites, of course, Clay Cooper is in the house, and he brought some buddies with him. Marty Haggard and Buck Trent are here. Guys, how are you?
Good. Just right.
Now listen, Clay.
Just right.
Clay, you've always got something big going on at your theater, and this year you're blowing out the doors. You got 5 shows in there this year.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Now tell me what you got. I know you got, of course, the Clay Cooper show, which is just absolutely terrific, one of the top shows in town.
Well, yeah, we got our show going on, and then we have Buck Trent, of course, starting up in late April.
Now this is Buck's 20th year here in town.
Yeah,
I remember 20 years ago seeing your first show down there by Fall Creek.
That's right. He's got a good memory, ain't he?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Whoa, I got a good memory. It's just short.
And Marty Haggard is with us, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Marty, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you, brother.
It's your first time on the show. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Clay, tell us what about your show, and then let's talk about Marty and Buck, and then some of the other things coming up.
Well, my show, this is my 25th year performing in Branson. We have 22 people on stage, 9 dancers. We have a 6-piece band. We have Johnny Lone Star. We have Buckets and Boards. We have Matt Gum, my 7-year-old, my wife, and it's just a country variety show. We do everything from, we do some George Jones and some Rascal Flatts, old country, new country, and a lot of stuff going on.
Nice. And I got to tell you, again, you started, who do you start here with years ago, 25 years ago?
I started with the Texas Gold Miners in 1986 at the Ozark Country Jubilee Theater.
Wow. And you've been a staple here in town forever. And of course, you pretty much stole the Country Tonight show, and then with opened your own theater here, which is just going gangbusters.
Yeah, we've been very blessed. It's been very good for us.
It's right up on the strip. Now, Buck Trent, you're at the Clay Cooper Theater too.
That's right.
What do you got going on? You're always changing up your show, and always got something. It's always funny and fun.
That's right. We start everybody's day out right. That's
nice.
Right. Yeah, that's right. We have a country variety show, and Kenny Parrott's one of the finest country singers in this town, and Terry Williams has joined our show this year. And boy, she is fantastic. She is with Jeannie Seeley and Jim Ed Brown with the Grand Ole Opry, and Mo Bandy's show, and she does all the impersonations of different singers, and she's good. So she's joining our show, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
She's a dandy, and I bet you're telling some good stories too, aren't you?
We got a bunch of stories about Porter and I was with Porter. I went with Porter from '62 to '74, and then I went with Roy Clark and the Hee Haw Show, and so we got lots of stories.
Now, there's a lot of fun stories, by the way. Buck's going to tell you about things that went on behind the scene back at Hee Haw, so you don't want to miss his show. Plus, the music is great. Now, Marty Haggard, you're with us too. Now, of course, of anybody in the room, you come from a heritage of country music like nobody.
And/or prison.
And/or prison.
Same difference sometimes.
Now, let me tell you, you got some great tunes going on there, but you've got some stories to tell that'll raise the hair on your head.
I'm my dad's oldest son, so and for whatever reason, I was the one kid that he took with him everywhere he went all those years. And like Buck here, first time I met Buck, I was probably 12, 13 years old, something like that. And I've had a relationship with just about everybody in the country music history,
right?
From Tex Ritter clean up to Garth Brooks. So. Being around my dad, so yeah, I've got stories, and most of them I cannot tell you. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to hear some great music and some great stories when you see Marty Haggard's show at the Clay Cooper Theater. And of course, some of those stories, if you don't hear or you got some questions, come see Marty after the show. He'll talk to you. He'll be glad to tell you. Yeah,
I'm actually going to have do a similar thing that Clay does on his show, which he basically introduces himself. He comes out and he talks with the people, and I think basically just builds a friendship with them. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I want to maybe, if the people are interested, if they got some questions they want to ask, because I'm sure they're curious about these goofy people I grew up with, and ask them. And,
what could be interesting about being on tour with your dad, who's Merle Haggard for all these years? There could be nothing interesting there.
And all they got to do is ask me my name. I'll tell them my life story. So.
Well, I got to tell you, Clay, you've always been a magnet for great talent. And again, with Buck Trent, Marty Haggard, your show, of course, what do you call it? The buckboards?
Buckets and boards.
Buckets and those guys are funny.
A lot of people call them Beavis and Butthead. So, whatever feels good.
Now, you've also got at your theater, one of the only theaters in town with some outside big names coming in. You got Neil McCoy and you got Exile coming in this year.
Yeah, man. Neil's doing about 30 dates with us now through December. And, of course, you know, he's had 5 #1 records and Entertainer of the Year and all that stuff. And then we have the great country group Exile, 10 #1 records. And they're going to do 2 shows in the summer, I think June. And then we have Michael English, Dove Award winner, sing Bow to My Knees with the Gaither Vocal Band and all that stuff. He's there for 1 day in the summer. And then we're excited about having Jungle Jack Hanna come in.
Bringing the animals.
He's bringing all the little porcupines and snakes and all that stuff and doing a couple of shows this summer. So we think that'll be a big hit, too.
I got to tell you, you know, what you built up there with that theater, you took this building and it just transformed it into this amazing energy. And it's right up on the strip here on Highway 76. You got to check it out. It's the Clay Cooper Theater. Clay Cooper, Marty Haggard, Buck Trent, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You got it. Do not miss any of these shows. You're going to love them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't say Merle Haggard and Buck Owens. It was Marty Haggard and Buck Trent, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Clay Cooper Theater.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Kent Emmons. Stay tuned for more Chatting with the Stars right here at the Grand Crowne Resorts in Branson, Missouri.